Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Max Sports Entertainment. My name is Deepak Shankar, and today we have three NBA playoff games to recap, this time with game twos here on a Monday night. And so, first, we start off with the Raptors versus the Cavs. So, the Cavs win 115-105. And so, pretty much just another overall routine win for the Cavs. Got the job done, pretty much controlled the game from start to finish. For the Raptors, Brandon Ingram, a rough one, especially after his comments after game one regarding how, the 9 shots for him is not a recipe to win. This game, he came out and that age like milk where he got 15 shots, only made 3 of them. And so he is a good player. He should be able to bounce back, but just I think an overall rough look for him in that regard, where he only had 7 points to go along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists and a steal. And he had 5 turnovers to go along with it as well with the poor shooting. So rough night for him. Scotty Barnes kind of carrying a lot of the burden, but unfortunately was not enough for Toronto's sake for them to get a win. He had 26, 4, and 5 with 2 steals and a block. So it was really filling up the stat sheet in a lot of different ways on both ends of the floor and really making an impact. RJ Barrett chipped in 22, 9 and 5. Also had 4 turnovers. And so, yeah, for them, they did have more bench points, which is a good sign. Going forward to maybe be able to level up the series or at least get one game at home, where typically role players play better at home as opposed to on the road. So they did get 45 bench points compared to only 19 for Cleveland. But Cleveland, their starting five and their main guys all came to play and played really well. Started off with their best player, Donovan Mitchell. Another great game for him. 30 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Very efficient as well as getting a steal too. James Harden, 28, 5 and 4. Very efficient for him as well, and 5 steals and a block for him to go along on the defensive end for him as well. So great game all around from him. Evan Mobley, 25, 8 and 2. Not much from the bench overall. They didn't get that, Max Strus, 24 points off the bench in this game, but nevertheless, it was still enough for them to get the win. If you look at it, the numbers with total field goals and field goals made pretty similar. Cavs shot a little bit better from both 2 and 3. They did make, especially from 3, made 6 more threes total. Free throws could be an issue for Cleveland going forward, but they were able to manage with it today, where they Cleveland only shot 64% from the line, whereas the Raptors shot 82. In terms of the team stats and whatnot, it just the Raptors did have more rebounds. The Cavs had more steals, so they were really getting out in transition and scoring a lot of points that way. Points in the paint, Toronto had more. It was just a wire-to-wire win. The Raptors never had the lead. Cleveland goes up 2-0. Series shifts back to Toronto for game 3. We'll see what the Raptors can do, but I think it'll just be tough with Cleveland. I think just has better players, home court advantage, just a more experienced team, a more smart team, more offensively equipped team, just to be able to put up points in a hurry and have a lot of different guys be able to contribute on that end, especially when you compare it to Toronto's lack of shot creation and offensive ability overall. So, if Cleveland's just going to score consistently 115, 120 in that range, 125 like in game 1, then I just don't see how Toronto can win this series. But we move on to the second game of the night. It was the Hawks versus the Knicks. And the Hawks, after trailing by as many as 14 in the second half and in the fourth quarter, come away with the win, 107-106 in Madison Square Garden. And what a comeback it was. They looked down and out, but they were able to come back, led by C.J. McCollum, who had a great game, 32, 3-6. Jalen Johnson chipped in with 17, 8, and 3. And CJ McCollum actually also two steals and a block as well. And so all around good contributions from him. Jonathan Kuminga off the bench, 19, 4, and 1 to go with 2 steals, and 1 block as well. So great performance by him, kind of giving them that spark that they were looking for, and it helped because they had about 10 more bench points than the Knicks did. And for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson did have 29 points, but it was on 26 shots, not very efficient. 2 rebounds, 7 assists, and he had the chance to, tie the game 105-103, but he got stripped by Nickeil Alexander-Walker while he was taking that fadeaway mid-range jumper. Karl Anthony Towns, 18, 8, and 2. But really, I think the story for the Knicks, unfortunately, was just Mikal Bridges just let him down tonight. 10 points on 10 shots, not very efficient at all. Missed the go-ahead, or missed the shot to tie the game that would have sent it, the shot that would have won the game for them, instead of losing them the game in the final seconds after the 2 missed free throws by CJ McCollum. And so just a rough night for Mikal Bridges. In terms of, the stats and whatnot, the Knicks shot the ball 6 more times, but it just didn't matter too much in the end. The Hawks were more efficient, shot 49%. The Knicks shot a little bit better from 3, but didn't make too much of a difference in the end. In terms of a lot of the numbers all across the board, it was pretty even. Hawks did have a few more steals, a few more blocks. Knicks had a couple more turnovers, but the Knicks also did have more points off of turnovers than the Hawks did. Fast break points, the Hawks had 7 more. So it was a pretty even game all around, even though the Knicks had the lead the majority of the game. But really, at the end of the day, they just gave this game away. I mean, they had it. They had the big lead in the fourth quarter, and they just couldn't get it done. Just great, resilience by the Hawks, led by CJ McCollum. And I did think, though, it was odd that, after CJ McCollum missed the second free throw, the Knicks did have a timeout, and they decided not to take it. I'm not sure why that was, because they had a timeout left. They had enough time to be able to, draw up a play and try to get into probably Jalen Brunson's hands for a good look for a chance to win the game. But instead of that, it just felt a little too helter-skelter. They got it to Mikal Bridges, didn't drive all the way, settled for a mid-range jumper, going down the court on the fast break after the missed free throw. So it just looked disorganized, and I would have, if I'm a Knicks fan, I would be pretty upset about that. But nevertheless, I think it should be a tough one for the Knicks, and I think they'll respond. But I think this is definitely one of those games they gave away that they should have won. And maybe, who knows, this series turns out to be more competitive than I and many others think. But I still think the Knicks have got this series in 5, maybe maximum 6 games. But just a tough one that the Knicks players, coaches, fans, everyone, they'll look back on with regret. And then the last game of the night was Timberwolves Nuggets, and the Timberwolves also even up the series like the Hawks did, both teams getting road wins and evening up those series, with the series shifting back to the home team of the underdogs. So in this case, shifting back to Minnesota for game 3. But in this game, the Timberwolves win 119-114 over the Nuggets. And so for the Timberwolves, it started out rough. I mean, they were down by as many as 19 early on, I believe early second quarter. But the way they were able to bounce back and pretty much make it a 50-50 game after that, with a bunch of lead changes in the second half, pretty much able to close that gap within a matter of 7 or 8 minutes of game time, was really impressive on their part. Showed a lot of resilience, especially in a tough place to play like Denver, with the altitude, with the crowd. They have the best player in the world in Jokic, so just hats off to them. And so for them, Julius Randle had a nice night, 24, 9, and 6. Very efficient. Anthony Edwards, not as efficient, but still 30, 10, and 2 to go along with 1 steal and 2 blocks. But, part of it, I think, with him is having come back from that injury he had late in the regular season and still dealing with some stuff with his ankle. So he's not 100%, but still, providing a lot of value and a lot of quality minutes for the Timberwolves, as always, as their best player. So good night for him. Rudy Gobert, definitely want to give a big shout out to him. Obviously, he's come under a lot of scrutiny in the past for a number of different things, for the COVID thing, and everyone, including myself at times, saying he's a very overrated defender, despite the 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards that he has. But credit to him, he did a great job on Nikola Jokic tonight, and he did do a good job on him in Game 1 as well. But I thought especially tonight, and especially late in the game, when they were trying to go to Jokic and trying to get easy buckets when the game was tight, and it was one of those clutch games in the end. And he just did a good job of contesting without fouling, staying in front, just making it very tough on Jokic. And you could tell that it started to wear on him. A lot of his shots were being missed short in the fourth quarter, and so definitely a crucial, critical effort from him. And in terms of the bench points, the Timberwolves also did get 10 more bench points than the Nuggets did. So good contributions from Naz Reid, Bones Highland, Ayo Dosunmu, really chipping in each, all of them making an impact. And so for the Nuggets, Jokic, by his standards, not a great game. 24, 15, and 8. Jamal Murray, 37 and 7, but was inefficient. Only shot 11 of 25 from the field. From off the bench, Tim Hardaway had some give him some nice minutes. Was able to get 16 points, hit 3 threes, and so. It was just similar, really. I feel like this game in a lot of ways to the Knicks game, where the home teams had it and were in control most of the way, especially the Knicks, but also the Nuggets as well, but couldn't close the deal and, come out on top in terms of the game with winning it and being able to go up 2-0 instead of the series being tied at 1. And so, in terms of field goals. Timberwolves shot better from the field. They shot a little bit better from 3 percentage-wise. And then overall, I mean, it's a very even series, 2 evenly matched teams. We know about the history of these 2 teams dating back to 2 years ago and the year before that, and they've played 34 times now in the last 4 years, so a lot of regular season and playoff familiarity between these 2 teams. For the Timberwolves, despite winning, I mean, their free throw woes tonight were a bit of a problem, and obviously, if that continues, that could be an issue for them in terms of preventing them from pulling off the upset and winning the series. I mean, they only shot 19 of 30 from the free throw line, 63%. That's not going to cut it. But, overall, just the numbers were very even on both sides in pretty much every category. Points in the paint, though, I mean, Timberwolves did have 12 more than the Nuggets. That was really the main separator, where it just felt like the Timberwolves were a little bit lackadaisical to start the game and were settling for too many threes. But, second quarter on, I felt like they figured out that they can make it a more assertive effort to attack the basket, especially, because the Nuggets aren't really a great defensive team, and they don't have many great rim protectors, or any great rim protectors for that matter. So they just made it a point with, Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels and all these guys to Naz Reid, etc., just to attack the rim, get to the free throw line, etc. So hats off to the Timberwolves in that regard. There were a lot of lead changes, like I said, in the second half. So it was a very competitive game. So some, quality hoops tonight after, the first weekend of the playoffs, there being a lot of blowouts, but now 2 close games today and 2 road teams winning. So playoffs starting to heat up. And as they say, the playoffs doesn't start in a series until the road team wins a game. And so, yeah, the Timberwolves win, tie the series up. Series heads back to Minnesota for Game 3 in what should be a fantastic 6 or even 7 game series. So, yeah, that's all I had for the recap of these 3 NBA playoff games tonight. You got another 3 more playoff games coming your way tomorrow, which should be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's all I had. Thank you guys for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with family and friends, etc. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.